the following presentation of the National Football League.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
But right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw in that pickup.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Ready, go.
Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Commanders' 7.
One more time with Jacobs. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Come on, set.
Play fake. Here's Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Down.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time.
And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
miss for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Daniels. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
28-yard gain. And the Washington first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Throwing now is Daniels. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
19,
And McLaurin, the motion man right. To throw is Daniels. Hurts over the middle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Yellow, 22.
Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Kraft. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
But he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Go. Ready.
Throwing. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
52 blue.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The final shot before break. Daniels. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9.
Here we go.
They go bootleg. Love. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Set, ready. Fight, ready.
Love now. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end center. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
It's not critical about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. A final return for a Green Bay touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter. Finished with over 300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught. and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Washington first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Robinson up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game, how they got it so successful.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
And the Commanders' first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Caught out left side by Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Ready.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And it's a room to maneuver. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Packers, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Love from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense back out there. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd and 7. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it. And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Gotta be lying.
Daniels going to throw for it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Blue, 32.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 6.
Down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Black, 95. Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Packers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.